Hi, this is Joe Ziemba, the host of When Football Was Football here on the Sports History Network. Aside from my podcasting duties, I'm also a sports collector. And as such, I'm very pleased to share the exciting news that the Sports History Network has partnered with Rochester Sports Autographs, the largest JSA authenticated autograph distributor in the United States, where you can get deals on over 30,000 autograph sports collectibles. So as a collector, I was very pleased when I visited the site of Rochester Sports Autographs. The massive inventory is easy to search, carefully documented, and visually appealing. The options seem limitless, whether you're looking for an autographed baseball, signed football helmets, or basketball jerseys, among thousands of others. I found everything from a Babe Ruth autograph, a signed football by Dick Butkus, and an autographed Larry Bird basketball jersey. And as a collector, you'll be delighted with the very competitive pricing on JSA authenticated products. Made possible since RSA deals directly with athletes, so there's no extra markup, and the savings are passed on directly to the customer. Perhaps you're looking for an early gift for Mother's Day or Father's Day. Heck, who needs a holiday as an excuse to give a piece of sports history to your loved ones? Or how about yourself? Today seems like a great day to add to your own sports collection, right? RSA even has film, music, and other entertainment autographs on the site, so there's something for everyone. All orders from Rochester Sports Autographs are top quality and shipped to your door with top authentication and a money-back guarantee. And to make sure RSA knows that the Sports History Network sent you, we created a special link for you. All you need to do is head to shoprsa.com/SHN. That's shoprsa.com/SHN to get your own piece of sports history today.
Now it's time to take a sports break, a look at sports history on a daily basis. Hello, my friends of sports history. This is Darren Hayes of the Sports Jersey Dispatch podcast. Welcome once again to the Pig Pen, your portal to all things great in sports history. And welcome to this sports break edition for May 11th as we talk about some of the great people, teams, and events in sports history that occurred or are associated with May 11th in history. And before we do, let's make sure you're aware of our newsletter. Each and every day, we come out about 6:30 a.m. Eastern, and we try to show you everything that's coming out from the Pig Pen, everything on the Sports Jersey Dispatch, on Pigskin Dispatch, on Orville Mulligan Sports Writer, our audio drama, and many items that come from the Sports History Network as well. And we love to share it with you. It's free to sign up for, cancel at any time, and you can really easy to sign up for. Go to the show notes of this very podcast or the top of pigskindispatch.com or jerseydispatch.com. And we're going to start off on May 11th talking about a player in 1897 with the Washington Senators. He was catcher Charles Duke Farrell. He threw out 8 Baltimore Orioles runners that attempted to steal a base in one game per the Reach Guide publication in 1898. Saber.org challenges us, stating though that he had 8 assists in the game for outs, and they can only verify that 6 of those were at second base. A lofty number, whether it's 6 or 8, nonetheless, something to keep an eye on. Saber does a great job with keeping us straight on that baseball history. Now, May 11, 1919, Cincinnati Reds pitcher Hod Eller tossed a no-hit shutout against the St. Louis Cardinals in a Reds 6-0 victory on that day. Now, Eller was not the only Major League Baseball pitcher turning down batters on that day, because also in 1919, on the 11th of May, Washington Senators future Baseball Hall of Fame ace Walter Johnson pitched 12 scoreless innings in a famous 0-all duel with Jack Quinn of the New York Yankees at the Polo Grounds. Now, we've got some great hockey moments that we love to go and find, and one of our favorite stops is the VintageHockeyJerseys.com website, and they have some May 11th nuggets to share with us. In 1972, the Boston Bruins shut out the New York Rangers 3-0 in Game 6 of the finals to win that Stanley Cup. Now, Bobby Orr, number 4, scored the first goal of the game, making him the 4th player to score 2 Stanley Cup winning goals in his career. May 11th, 1997, well, the vintage hockey jerseys tell us that New York Rangers number 9, Adam Graves, scored with 14:08 in overtime to eliminate the New Jersey Devils in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. But another stop on our hockey circuit is the HockeyWriters.com website, and they share that on May 11, 1975, Dennis Potvin, number 5, and Gary Hart, number 2, scored in the Islanders' 2-1 victory over the Philadelphia Flyers in Game 6 of those Stanley Cup semifinals. Now, number 1, Glenn Resch, made 28 saves in this game to send the series back to Philadelphia, where the Flyers won to move on to their second straight Stanley Cup final. Now, we have great links to both of those sites and more on JerseyDispatch.com for this May 11th edition. And also, you can go and check out some great stuff from NBA.com as we have some basketball history from the hardwoods. May 11th, 1980, the Dr. J amazing layup game occurred. The NBA.com website tells us that, quote, it was one of the NBA's most memorable moves, unquote. And the site describes it best as they tell us that number 6, Julius Erving of the Philadelphia 76ers, started out on the right side, drove past Lakers forward Mark Landsberger, who wore number 54, along the baseline. And as Erving elevated towards the basket, number 33, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and his whole 7-foot frame came over to block the layup attempt, but Erving changed course in midair and floated behind the backboard to the other side of the basket. And then check this out, he wrapped his right arm behind Kareem and laid in a reverse layup. He said, quote, here I was trying to win a championship and my mouth just dropped open, end quote, recalled Lakers guard number 32, Magic Johnson, who was a rookie in that season. He added on, quote, I thought what should we do? Should we take the ball out or should we ask him to do it again? End quote. The Lakers would end up winning that series in 6 games back in 1980. Now, May 11th, 1992, NBA legends Bob Lanier, number 16, and Connie Hawkins, who wore number 42 for so long, and a longtime NBA coach Jack Ramsey were among 9 individuals inducted in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. Now, the other individuals were from college basketball ranks and coaching, and even I think some high school there, but all deserving, and a great place to visit is that Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. Now, we also have some more items from baseball, and 2 great sites to check out are thisdayinbaseball.com and 80sbaseball.com by Jay Daniel, our friend that wrote the great book Sud series that we had on just a few months ago. Now, Jay Daniel on his 80sbaseball.com covers some of these great events each day in the 1980s and how they pertain to baseball. And one of the things he has is some of these just really big days by players. And one of those that he talks about is Pete Rose on May 11th, 1980, walks to lead off the 7th inning and then steals second, third, and home plate as the Reds win at Riverfront Stadium. I'm sorry, as the Phillies beat the Reds at Riverfront Stadium. Almost forgot, Pete Rose was playing with the Phillies at that point in time in his career. Beats his old team by stealing 3 bases, and he wasn't a young man when he did that. So great job by Daniel pulling that one up and sharing that with us. And at thisdayinbaseball.com, they have dozens of events that happened throughout baseball history. And they talk about May 11, 1904, the great pitcher Cy Young, yes, the one that the award was named after. He ended up having his 23-inning no-hit string end on that day in 1904. And a little bit more modern times, well, they cover that too. They have May 11, 1959, during batting practice, a little boy in the right field stands was hit in the arm by a line drive. He then hid among the seats to have his little cry, and Roberto Clemente retrieved the ball and gave it away, his thanks coming in a puddle of tears as he gave that young man the baseball. I'm sure he probably cherished that for a long time when you have a great one like Roberto Clemente. So just some great special things shared on those great websites, and we thank them for sharing them with us, and make sure you check them out. We have links to them on JerseyDispatch.com. Now, going to our other sport that we cover, how about some great football history from this day? Well, we had some great College Football Hall of Fame birthdays in this day. May 11th, 1874 in Germantown, Pennsylvania, Princeton University's brilliant end tackle Landon Lay was born. He ended up going into the College Football Hall of Fame in 1964. We have a great bio on him. And more modern times, birthday, May 11th, 1983, Matt Leinart was born in Santa Ana, California. He was Southern Cal's quarterback from 2003 to 2005. And, he had a great time playing that college ball. Ended up going into the College Football Hall of Fame as well. And having a great little bit of NFL career too, playing with the Cardinals, the Houston Texans, Oakland Raiders, and the Buffalo Bills during his career. So that's our sports history for today. We're glad that you could join us, and hope you'll join us each and every day as we talk about some great sports history and try to cover these baseball Hall of Famers. We have on this day coverage on each of our websites that we hope you can pick up on those and share the word and have some other people join in, because we're here to have a lot of fun. We have another special podcast coming for you today on a great author and an excellent book on baseball. Hope you can check that out. And don't fret when we don't have a podcast going. Every day on Jersey Dispatch and Pigskin Dispatch, we have on our front pages what's going on for that date in history, so you can catch up on some great things along with some other bonus stories. So till next time, everybody, have a great sports history day. Sorry, but my pitching coach just called timeout and he's coming out to the mound. I think I'm going to get yanked for a reliever. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more great sports history on Sports Jersey Dispatch Podcast. We invite you to check out our websites, jerseydispatch.com and pigskindispatch.com. Not only see the daily sports history, but to experience the preservation of great events and people that play the games. Find us on Pigskin Dispatch. It's also on social media outlets of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget the Pigskin Dispatch YouTube channel to get all your daily sports history. Pigskin Dispatch is happy to be associated with the Sports History Network, the sports headquarters of yesteryear, found at sportshistorynetwork.com.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
Hi, this is Joe Ziemba, the host of When Football Was Football, here on the Sports History Network. I'm very pleased to announce that I will be partnering with the Sports History Network to give away 2 copies of my latest book called Bears vs. Cardinals, the NFL's Oldest Rivalry. To enter, just head over to the following link, sportshistorynetwork.com/giveaways. We hope you'll enjoy the numerous stories in the book, which is largely based on the newly released Dutch Sterneman collection at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Dutch was the co-owner of the early Chicago Bears with George Halas and kept correspondence, financial records, and scouting reports, which now allow us to peek into the management of an NFL club during the first few years of the league's existence. Along the way, we'll meet unusual gridiron characters from years gone by, including a quarterback who could throw the ball farther behind his back than he could throwing it forward, a Bears lineman who was such a good tavern fighter that he decided to enter the boxing universe, and a Cardinals halfback who gave up the NFL rushing title by deciding to not show up for his team's final game of the season. And can we forget the time the Al Capone mob interrupted a Bears-Cardinals game? The new book was fun to research, and I hope you'll enter our free contest today. Once the winners are selected, we'll be in touch regarding shipping as well as to inscribe the book personally for you. This might make a perfect gift for Mother's or Father's Day, or simply add it to your own personal collection. Once again, enter by visiting sportshistorynetwork.com/giveaways. Thank you and good luck.